She lied, she left, she disrespected you. And now you're sitting there wondering why. If a woman has hurt you mentally, emotionally, or through pure manipulation, you don't deal with it by casing, begging, or explaining yourself to death. That's how you stay broken. Today, I'm going to show you how to handle a woman who hurt you in a way that isn't just effective, it's transformational. This isn't about revenge. It's about power. This isn't about ego. It's about elevation. So listen closely, because if you apply this, it 100% really works. 1. Acknowledge the pain without becoming pain. Pain is unavoidable. Whether it comes from betrayal, rejection, or manipulation, it walks into your life uninvited and leaves a mess behind. But there's a difference between feeling pain and becoming the pain. Too many men. Step 1. Acknowledge the pain without becoming the pain. Take the wound and start wearing it as an identity. They begin living through the filter of what happened to them, letting the hurt dictate how they see themselves. That's how you get stuck. You have every right to feel what you feel. You're not weak for admitting you're hurt. But once you start rehearsing the pain every day, telling yourself the same story over and over, you're not feeling. You're marinating in it. Acknowledge it privately. Process it. Step 2. Withdraw your energy, not just your presence, purposely. Sit with it just long enough to understand it, not long enough to let it define you. If you try to bury it, it will resurface later, often uglier than before. The goal here isn't to pretend nothing happened. It's to own your emotions without letting them own you. Emotional awareness isn't weakness. It's control. You start to see where your boundaries were too loose, where you ignored your intuition, and where you handed over too much power. When you process pain with clarity, it becomes a deeker. When you hold on to it as your identity, it becomes a prison. And you were never meant to be a prisoner. 2. Withdraw your energy, not just your presence. Anyone can block her number, delete her from social media, or walk away physically. But if she's still in your head, if your thoughts still orbit around her, you haven't actually left. Energy is the real currency in relationships. As long as you're mentally investing in her, checking her socials, replaying old conversations, wondering if she's thinking about you, you're still paying her in emotional attention. And that's the most expensive thing you can give. Withdrawing energy means cutting off that invisible connection. No mental stalking, no just checking in, no late night scrolling through old photos. Every time you do it, you're feeding the attachment instead of starving it. The most. Step 3. Don't chase closure. Become it. Powerful men aren't the ones who disappear from her life. They're the ones who disappear from her relevance when you stop reacting, when she can no longer trigger you, when your world moves forward without her. That's when you've truly left. Physical distance is easy. Emotional detachment is the real challenge. But once you master that, she loses all access to the parts of you that mattered most. 3. Don't chase closure. Become it. Closure is the least. Step 4. Elevate your standards. Not your ego. Sell ourselves after heartbreak. We think if we could just have one more talk, one more apology, one more explanation, the pain would finally make sense. But it rarely works like that. The same person who hurt you is rarely equipped to heal you. She might not tell you the full truth. She might deflect, minimize, or even blame you. And if you keep chasing her for answers, you're putting your healing in the hands of the person who broke you. Real closure isn't something she gives. It's something you create. It's the decision to stop needing her to validate your experience. It's when your peace matters more than her presence. You give yourself closure when you stop asking, why did she do this? And start asking, what will I no longer allow you lock the door behind you? Not to punish her, but to protect yourself from walking back into a room where you were disrespected. Closure isn't about her finally explaining hers. It's about you finally deciding you don't need her explanation to move in. 4. Elevate your standards, not your ego. When a man gets hurt, the ego is the first thing that screams for attention. Show her what she lost. Make her jealous, prove her wrong, but that's insecurity dressed up as confidence. True strength doesn't announce itself. It doesn't post revenge stories, flirt out of spite, or try to get noticed. It quietly raises the bar and lets action speak louder than words. Elevating your step 5, replace reaction with strategist. Standards means refusing to entertain overt, inconsistent, or manipulative pull ever again. It's not about becoming cold or bitter, it's about becoming selective. When your standards rise, the wrong people filter themselves out. You stop forcing chemistry. You stop begging for reciprocity. You start valuing your peace over being chosen. And when you reach that point, ego isn't even part of the equation. You've simply leveled up to a space they no longer qualify for. 5. Replace reaction with strategy. Reacting feels good in the moment. It's instant, emotional, and satisfying. But it also gives away your power. If she knows she can control you with a word, a post, or a silence, she owns you. Strategy is different. Strategy is calm. It's calculated. It's the decision to step back, observe, and make moves that serve you, not your emotions. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is not respond at all. Not every insult needs a reply. Not every betrayal deserves confrontation. Sometimes you protect your power by letting your absence speak louder than any argument could. Reaction is about proving something to her. Strategy is about proving something to yourself. That you control your life, not her behavior. 6. Make her absence your catalyst, not your crutch. When she leaves, the empty space she leaves in can either crush you or create. Step 6. Make her absence your catalyst, not your crutch. Most men use it as an excuse to spiral. High-value men use it as fuel. Her absence is not the end. It's the beginning of your transformation. You can fill that space with bitterness, or you can fill it with discipline, purpose, and growth. Go harder. At Begum, focus sharper on your career. Rebuild your confidence brick by brick. Not to win her back, but to win yourself back. The version of you that tolerated. Step 7. Live like she never happened. Is rest is gone. The version of you that's rising now doesn't even live in the same emotional world. 7. Live like she never happened. The ultimate power move isn't revenge, it's irrelevance. It's building a life so rich, so purpose-driven that her name doesn't even cross your mind anymore. When she no longer exists in your daily thoughts, when her presence is zero influence on your mood, you've won, not because she notices, but because you no longer care if she does. This isn't about pretending she didn't hurt you. It's about creating a reality where her chapter in your life is just that, a chapter, not the whole book. And the rest of your story, that's where the real greatness begins. Listen, the way you handle a woman who hurts you says more about your strength than the hurt itself. You're not here to prove anything to her. You're here to prove something to yourself. That no matter what walks away, you stay whole. Withdraw your energy. Stop chasing closure. Raise your standards, move with strategy, and make her absence the reason you rise, not the excuse you fall. If you felt this, if it hit you somewhere deep, share it with a brother who needs to hear it. And if you're ready for moral, unapologetic truths about relationships, mindset, and power, subscribe to Stoic Tips and turn on all notifications, because the next level of you, it's already waiting. You just have to show up for.